Hello and welcome to Weekly Rumble 19. This coverage is brought to you by PvP Gaming. My name is RP, and today's battle is between Team Philippines and Team Malaysia. These two teams are actually good friends. They met each other in WCG 2012, so they gave each other hugs and kisses, and who knows what other things they could have done. Okay. Now going to the lineup for Team PvP, they have two IS-3s, two T-32s, an AMX 1390, and a Tier 1. Now they only have 6 players, I don't know why, but they can deploy one more. Maybe at this moment they only have 6, so we cannot do anything about it. For World of Tanks Malaysia, or for Team Malaysia, they have 3 IS-3s, a T-34, an AMX 1390, and 2 Tier 1s. Now, what surprised me here is Team Malaysia's use of T-34. This is actually the first time I saw it, or this is actually the first time I see a T-34 used in a 742 format. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, or what 742 means, it is actually 7 tanks totaling 42 tier points. So you just have to count 8 or tier 8s times 5 equals 40 plus 2 tier 1s equals 42. You do the math. Again, what I mean is by 742 is 7 tanks with 42 tier points. 742 format is actually the official format from Wargaming, and they made it official last year. So that's what we are using here in the Weekly Rumble, in Eurosteel, in WCG, and other big tournaments. In other countries like China, I think they have a different format. They have higher tiers, but that's a different story. Anyway, going back to the game, a Tier 1, Team Philippines deployed a Tier 1 to do a passive scouting in Line 2, and it was able to spot 3 tanks already. Team PvP is now reacting and will go to defensive mode, defend their flag, because there's a possibility that World of Tanks Malaysia will push or we go for a rush cap. Now with this T-32s, let's switch to free camera mode. They can position, or they can do a haul down position here. It will be very advantageous for Team PvP or Team Philippines to have T-32s here. Actually, if I will be asked personally, I would prefer a T-32 rather than a T-34, but who knows if World of Tanks or the Malaysian team has a plan with that T-34. So the other side of the flag, so you can see AMX 1390 was able to kill Tier 1 of Team Malaysia. Now, this is very surprising because Team Malaysia stopped. Usually, if you will go rush the valley, you have to push all the way inside the cap. But who knows, again, if they have a different plan. Now, there you go. The IS-3 is dead. They only have 3 heavy tanks. Position not very good because they're taking a lot of hits. So you can see that T-34 is down to 50%. We all know that T-34's hull armor is very thin. And that's a problem. Another problem is T-34's reload time is very long. So I'm not sure how will this T-34 contribute on this game. He's almost dead right now, and there you go, he's down. With gold rounds loaded at this IS-3s and T-32s, there's nothing impossible. They can penetrate hull armor of a T-32 or a T-34 and an IS-3. So, oh, there you go. I'm not sure why the AMX 1390 did that, maybe just for diversion. So the IS-3s of World of Tanks Malaysia will be focused to him, and there you go. Team PvP's heavy tanks can do a focus fire here, and there you go. He's finished. You can easily kill this IS-3. Now, World of Tanks Malaysia saying GGWP, this is over. GGWP means good game, well played. It's an admittance of loss. They only have 2 tanks, an AMX 1390 and a medium tier 1. The only hope they have here is a draw, which is somehow impossible. With Team PvP not losing any tank, they can definitely look for that 1390 even though he's fast. And there you go. 1390 was the one who came. And this is GG. This is over. I think the AMX 1390 will swim. And there you go. He did a dive. So that was a great defensive play by Team PvP or Team Philippines. T32 dive as well. So it was a great defensive move by Team Philippines. They were able to defend their flag. Now for Team Malaysia, usually what you should do if you will push the valley and there's no defender is you go to the J3 line, start capping, have one of the 4 tanks, usually heavy tank, cover the capping, or the cappers, the capping tanks, cover the capping tanks. That will give pressure to the defenders because even though they can shoot, cover, there are still 3 tanks capping behind him. And 3 tanks capping is very dangerous because it can finish the cap immediately. So that's a strategy that you can do when you push the valley. You can rush cap, have a sacrifice. We call it sacrifice. That's the tank that has to cover all the cappers. And I'm sure it will work. If you will be able to do it, just comment below. If it won't work, just, comment below. You can say anything to me. Anyway, this is a very good game. Hopefully you will watch my next video. And apologies for my first video's audio. I tried to improve it, and hopefully it did improve on this video. So, mabuhay Philippines. Have a good day. Bye-bye.